For Honor Classics, I want to talk about Candide, arguably Voltaire's best-known work. Voltaire was, of course, a great wit and a free, irrepressible, independent spirit who was always questioning and getting into trouble with authority. He was also a bit of a libertine. His affairs ranged from Frederick the Great to one of his nieces, and he was always writing satirical stuff and falling out with people. So this very short novella, it's only 15,000 words, follow the hapless young Candide around the world, and is possibly the first globalization work insofar as whatever happens in one place affects what happens elsewhere. It is written at what seems like breakneck speed. Young Candide lives in a wonderful castle where he meets and falls in love with the lovely Cunegonde, the love of his life. He's kicked out of the castle when he discovers sex with Cunegonde, and he enrolls in the army, fights in battles. He ends up in Lisbon where there is a horrible earthquake, which actually happened at more or less the time this book was being written. He ends up being put on trial by the Inquisition. Then he escapes from the New World. He enters the utopian world of El Dorado. He lives with vast riches which are promptly stolen from him, goes to Venice, which is full of dethroned kings. To be noted that Voltaire is writing this as a Republican, and then eventually ends up in Constantinople, where with a small group of his associates starts this little self-sufficient farm, if you like, with a kitchen garden where they tend to their garden. And his little group includes his tutor, Maître Pangloss, who's been following him around the world, reminding Candide that they live in the best possible world, however much tragedy and chaos envelops them. The lovely Cunegonde, who's no longer lovely because he's old and toothless, but who has become a super skilled baker and pâtissier, and a few other characters. So basically the message here is that the only salvation from chaos and tragedy is to do some gardening and to bake some croissants. Does it remind you of anything? Okay.